My name's Mrs. Elaine Tidd, and this is my story. It's my story of my dad as a miner and myself growing up in the mining community. My dad was a miner at Markham Colliery for the majority of his working life. We lived in the rows opposite the medical centre at Markham. The houses were constantly dusting from their location so near to the colliery. There was no bathroom, the toilet was up the yard and we had a tin bath. But there was always plenty of hot water piped direct from the pit. The medical centre was open to local residents for routine medical attention, which were often used rather than going to see the doctor at the surgery in Staveley and Bolsover. I was one of 6 children and we got up to all kinds of mischief when we lived in the rows. I remember playing in the huts behind the canteen, and when I bumped myself whilst playing on the football pitch, I developed a blue scar, just like a miner would. As a day, we used to run through the pit baths. I didn't get caught, thank goodness. Every year, we would go on holiday to the miners' camp at Skegness or Rhyl. We'd get there on special buses, and occasionally would go by train. Same men and their families who Dad had worked with and I had played with all year, but we didn't mind at all. Dad would have money deducted from his pay every week to pay for the 1 week of fun. There was so much to do at the camp: swimming, parks, rides, a ballroom for those who enjoyed dancing, cinema, outdoor and indoor, bowls, just to name a few. Plus there was always a competition to join in with: fancy dress, talent shows, Miss Holiday Camp, etc. Families with small children stayed in chalets. Older children slept in dormitories. When they got to be in their teens and older, they would share with 2 or 3 others. No one knew who they were going to be sharing with until they arrived. We started off as strangers but left as friends. They were great times and I have fond memories of our holiday from home. My dad was a committee man and helped out at the welfare when they were short. He would have liked to have taken on the role of steward, but Mum wasn't keen, although she was always willing to help out with Christmas fun days, day trips, galas and Christmas parties. I remember the morning of the disaster in 1973. Dad was at the pit, but worked down a different shaft to that of the disaster. My brother came running in saying that something had happened at the pit, but had no further information. Dad walked in from his shift, sat in his chair and burst into tears. As a small girl, I didn't know if these were tears of relief that he had returned home safe or tears of sadness for the men who had lost their lives and been severely injured. Perhaps in hindsight it was a mixture of both. I can only recall seeing Dad crying a few times. Another memory I have is when a special guest visited the welfare. Everything was free for the day. My dad was brought back from the welfare in a wheelbarrow. I can remember getting him from the wheelbarrow into the house, sitting him in his chair when he cried out, "I want my mum." My mother was not amused. After the disaster, Dad did go back to work at the pit. Many men didn't, as it shook not only them but the community as a whole.